Hey there, intelligent automation community. Welcome back to the second part in my little series on RPA in the cloud.
Cloud.
In part one, I covered the three scenarios where you may deploy RPA on your cloud provider of choice. If you haven't seen part one, I'd probably pause this video and go and check that out so you have the full context. In part two, this video, I'm going to cover the architectural differences between Automation Anywhere's A2019 Cloud, UiPath's Automation Cloud, and Blue Prism Cloud. And to do this, I need to cover how RPA architecture and network traffic between the various different components works in general across any RPA platform. Last time I mentioned that I was going to do two videos in this little series, but the video today gets a little bit dense, a little bit technical, and it's on the longer side. So I'm going to split the robotics as a service topic into a third and final video. Fortunately, you're in luck because I'll be joined by my friend Johnny Ramondino, who is the president of Invoke, a robotics as a service provider. Also, before I get into this video, I think it's really important to note that I work for Blue Prism, and that is obviously going to influence some bias on my point of view on these topics. However, none of these videos are produced, written, or censored by Blue Prism. They're my point of view on these various different topics, and they don't necessarily reflect the company Blue Prism's point of view on any specific topic. I make these for fun and to hopefully expand your education in the intelligent automation space. Although, probably wouldn't hold it against you if you wanted to buy a few more Blue Prism digital workers either. Okay, so with disclaimers out of the way, last time I covered how you can offload the data center aspects of your RPA deployment to a cloud service provider such as AWS or Azure. But in those scenarios, you're still managing most of the RPA platform health. What if you want to offload everything about managing the RPA platform and just focus on building and running automations? If you flip through marketing from UiPath, Automation Anywhere, and Blue Prism, you'll notice that all three offer their own spin on a cloud platform, which would probably lead you to believe that everything I covered in the first video about cloud platforms is completely irrelevant. I mean, why would you work with a cloud platform provider and an RPA vendor separately where you can just get it all in one place and have the RPA vendor manage everything for you? Well, with Blue Prism Cloud, you can do exactly that. When you buy BP Cloud, the team sets up and hosts all the architecture components, communication pathways, software, and licensing for you. They also manage and update the platform, so you're just left building and running automations. Blue Prism Cloud also includes a suite of cognitive capabilities that go way beyond what's packaged with the standard traditional Blue Prism enterprise offering. But this video is specifically focused on architecture. The UiPath Automation Cloud and Automation Anywhere A2019 Cloud offerings are completely different than this in that they're not fully managed solutions. The most critical difference is that Automation Anywhere and UiPath do not host the robot VMs or virtual desktops, which is the majority of the infrastructure required for RPA to operate. Both RPA vendors host the orchestrator, the license server, the process models, and the bits related to this. They do not host the architecture that actually performs the software robot work. They also only retain logs for 30 days, so you're still going to need to set up and manage all the hardware for your digital workers, and realistically, any company that's doing anything at any level of scale is going to need to retain logs for more than 30 days, so you're going to need to set up a database as well. Now, I usually don't use slideware for these videos, but this is just a much easier concept to visualize. So why don't we do this? We're going to spin around to the computer and check out a bit more about what I have on the screen behind me.